Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Wednesday. Woot woot! So we're going to talk about writing inequalities. These are things you've seen before. It looks like this. Some people think of it as the alligator sign, but I say you don't say that anymore. You say the word inequality because we're talking about things that aren't really equal. Inequality, right? It's not the equal sign. Everything but the equal sign. Okay? So, we see this in everyday life. Think about where you see it in everyday life. You cannot drive more than 80 miles per hour in Texas on the highway, or else you get a ticket. The cop comes. Right? So you can't drive more than that. The speed limit is less than 80 miles per hour. It's less than 80 miles per hour. Okay? You also see it, for example, text message. Your parents say, text message, you can only text message 50 or less because that's how much our bill covers. You can't text message more than 50. And that's what you would say. You could text message 50. You could text message 49, 48, but you cannot text message 51 or else you're in big trouble. Mommy and daddy are not happy. Alright, so things like that uses inequalities. Now, let me give you an example of all the inequality words that we will learn. Okay, here are some key words that maybe you want to pause and take notes on. Alright, so there's less than, fewer than, greater than, more than, exceeds, less than or equal to, no more than, at most, greater than or equal to, no less than, at least. The only difference between this one and this one is this one has a line underneath it, and it means that it includes the number. So if I have something like this, it means 50 is included in there, whereas this, 50 is not included in there. Does that make sense? This one's the same. That means that number is included. This means the number is not included. Okay? So, if I have something like this, I have at most $60 to spend. Here's me. I have at most $60 to spend. Right? So I could spend $60, but I can't spend $61. I can't spend $62. I can spend at most $60. If it was this way, it means I can spend more than $60. I can spend 61, 62, I can spend 60 because it includes that 60. Okay, so it all depends. When you read math and you read inequality, you read like you read a textbook. You read left to right. Okay, so when you read this word, you say me is less than or equal to 60. You read it from left to right. Okay? Okay. This is a hard one. I believe in you. All right, let's read this. So first thing you're going to do is read it, and then you're going to highlight, underline, and circle. Let's do that, and let's see if you have the same things as I do. Okay. So with these inequalities, in 8th grade, you don't solve them. You just have to translate it, okay? So when you had equations, you had to solve for x and blah, 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 blah. But with inequalities, yes, you can solve for them. And if you know how to solve for them, please show me because I didn't teach that to you yet. But it's the same thing as equal sign, just a little bit different. A tiny little difference. But you don't have to solve them. All you gotta do is translate it, okay? So, Shawnee has at most $60 to spend on clothes. At most, okay? That means she can't spend more. Okay, so I'm going to write like this. At most, she cannot spend more than $60. Whatever she has going on in her life, she can't spend more than $60. She can't spend 61. She can't spend 62. She can't spend $60.01. She can only spend $60 or less, all right? She wants to buy a pair of jeans for $22 and the rest on shirts. Each shirt costs $8. Remember, you got to define your variables first. So I'm going to say X is the number of shirts because I don't know how many shirts she's going to buy. I don't know, okay? She could buy 10 shirts for all I know. I don't know. But she is going to buy a pair of jeans. That means one jean, right? That's $22. And in math means plus. She's going to spend the rest on shirts, number of shirts. I don't know how many shirts she's going to buy, but they cost $8 each. That's how you write it, right there. That's it. You don't need to solve it. You just need to translate it. That's it. Okay? Let's do another one. Okay, here's the next one. Read it, highlight it, underline it, circle it. I know that I'm adding because I see some in there. I know at least, so I know which way the inequality is going to go, and there's a time, so it's multiplying there. Okay, the sum of a number, so let's call x some number. It's a number that I'm looking for, okay? I know I use x a lot. Okay, the sum of a number. Sum means adding that number and then 20. So I just did this part. The sum of a number and 20 is that. Is, if I circle that. Is in math means equal, but we have at least, so we know that it's at least. So we got to go this way. Is at least 6 times the number. So 6 multiplied by the number. Did you guys get that? At least. So it can be greater than or equal to. So is at least. So x plus 20 is greater than or equal to 6x. That's how I read it. Okay? I read from left to right. Alright, I hope you guys got that one. Let me give you a try it and you're ready to go. Okay, there's your try it. Read it, understand it, and then write an inequality for it. You don't need to solve it. If you want to give it a shot, you can. But all you gotta do is write out the inequality. I hope you have a fab day. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Adios. 안녕. 감사합니다. 네. 아니요. All in one little line. 감사합니다. 내일 봐.